There's a few nuggets on these Yombits turn signals. The pins they put on the wires are not the right size. They don't interface properly with the Yamaha harness. They're too small. So they have to be cut off and replaced. They need to be this size. It's not much different, but it's enough. So these 4 pins will be cut off and replaced, just like I did back here on the rear. These have been replaced. They're new pins, they're soldered. But the other thing about the rear signals is the wires are not long enough. These two need to come over here. These two need to come over here. So I had to make some little jumper harnesses. So same thing here. I made these. These are crimped and then soldered. Left blinker. Right blinker. How about that? Progress. High beam. Got a tail light and a rear brake light and a front brake light. Nice. Here it comes again. When's it gonna stop? A working headlight and a Volkswagen horn. High beam, low beam. It's looking good. It's not Gatorade. This thing is supposed to take 50.88 ounces of coolant. I've put 41 ounces in so far. And it's supposed to take 1.8 quarts of gear oil. That's when it's completely dry. I'll put about 1.5 quarts in here. This is non-synthetic oil. I'll change this out after I run this thing a little bit to full synthetic. And we need some of this magic stuff. That should be enough to get me going. I'm doing a little experimental air purging of the 2-stroke oil line. I've done this before on other bikes where I used clear oil line from the oil tank. I chose to put the stock oil line on this bike mostly because of this bend down here. There's ways to make the clear line bend like that, but I'm starting to not like it anymore, even though I have it on 2 other bikes. I took this breather line off. I hooked up this 1/4 inch fuel line on here. So far it has just kind of gravity drained, and it's up to here right now, which is probably the level of the oil over there. I think I mentioned on the clear lines that I have put on these bikes, like this one that has a 1/4 inch Tygon fuel line for the oil supply. When you bleed this thing using the bleed screw right here, you tend to get a bubble in here. So I'm going to attempt to just blow this thing out with very low air pressure, which I have done with the Tygon line to get the air bubble out. Here we go. So it's going to keep gravity draining into a tub I have here, which it's doing right now. But I'm looking for air bubbles coming through here. Oh, I might need a little more air pressure than that. Maybe not. I'm going to try it. I think I need more air pressure. Let's try again. Oh. I blew the cap off of the oil tank. I'm going to try again. I'm holding the cap down now. Not seeing any air bubbles. I pushed that much oil out and I never got any air bubbles out of here, so maybe it's self-purged. But I'm telling you, I did it before and I watched the air bubbles come out of the clear line. Here it comes. Of course, it's missing my little catch can down there. Poor planning. Okay, the pump is primed.